Welcome to the WA State Futsal Centre in Bibra Lake. It's the big one, the one we've been waiting for. It is the SFL final between Fremantle, so often the bridesmaid and not the bride, taking on the surprise package, the Canning Ultra Tigers. It really doesn't get any better than this. For the first time, one of these teams is set to win the SFL title. So we're in for a little piece of history tonight, whichever way it goes. They'll be battling it out to try and get their name down in the history books. That is what is in store this evening. Look at the crowd. The WA State Futsal Centre is packed to the rafters. There's no room anywhere. Everyone is so geared up for this one. It is the surprise package. Two teams that maybe weren't expected to get here, particularly the Canning Ultra Tigers. They've been the real surprise package. Fremantle have not made it past the semi-finals in the last two finals, but they are here tonight, convincing 8-4 winners over Claremont Cambio Cumbre in a fiery semi-final encounter last week. They'll be looking to go all the way. Well, what about Canning Ultra Tigers? The story of the semi-finals, no doubt, causing a huge boil-over to beat minor Premier Stirling Futsal Club 4-1 in the semi. Can they complete the fairy tale tonight? Well, we'll find out in the next 40 minutes. Let's run through both teams for you. Fremantle go with number 9, Liam Cummings. Number 17, Bruno Rocha. Number 1, Frank Del Rosso. Number 8, Tiago Mesquita. Number 45, Daniel Mozzarelli. Number 4, Danilo Neves. Number 32, Glenn Sheldon. Number 7, Claudio Tavares, scorer of 4 goals in the semi-final last week. Number 2, Luke Tidy. And number 11, Mario Zoboina. For the Canning Ultra Tigers, it's number 7, Charo Achuri Bueno. Number 88, Tessa Shren Chu. Number 17, Samuel Eastman. Number 2, Stephen Humble. Number 14, Lachlan McAlinden. Number 13, Ganathi Nagarajar. Number 6, Chandramohan Nagrendran. Number 11, Shintaro Tokimoto. Number 15, Jerry Yap. And number 16, Tom Eastman. So we're all set up here. It's huge tonight. For the first time, one of these two sides is going to be crowned SFL champions. Fremantle in their familiar black kit, kicking from right to left. Canning Ultra Tigers in red and white stripes, they're kicking from left to right. We're ready to go here. The crowd are pumped, everyone's pumped. And hopefully we're going to have a classic final on our hands for you. And we're off underway. Tavares and Tidy getting quick touches. Neves, you can see already, it's going to be played at an absolute frantic pace. Here's Tavares away already. Sliding tackle comes in. Referee on top of that one straight away. But both of these sides are so fired up. It's going to be frantic, the pace in this game. We're going to see plenty of skill as well. As Tidy is over this one already. He's got options to cut it back. He may just go for power himself. And that's exactly what happened with Rocha there. But the shot was saved. A great strike early doors though from Bruno Rocha. Long ball. There's Rocha again, the 17. And to Neves, he was on the score sheet last week as well for Fremantle in that victory over Claremont Cambio Cumbre. They really were at the top of their game last week, Fremantle, in that one. Maybe an early opportunity here. Heads from Rocha goes in. Putting his head in where it hurts there. Plenty of bravery. Eastman. He scored the first goal for the Canning Ultra Tigers that set them on their way to that upset against Stirling last week. What a huge victory that was. Not many people gave them a chance. but they were outstanding and fully deserved their place in the final tonight alongside Fremantle. Eastman looks like a out of danger, sliding in. Rocha just couldn't quite get away. McAlinden, the goalkeeper. Or Canning. It's Glenn Sheldon, the goalkeeper, the number 32. Just back from a shoulder reconstruction. What a fairy tale it would be for him, and a story if he could cap it with victory tonight. Both these sides love to zip the ball around. It's great to watch. Bueno, number 7. Keep an eye on him tonight. He's a real live wire for Canning. Great shot, great save. Nagrajar, right-footed. Sheldon was behind it though and could pull off the save. Eastman, we know he's got a shot from last week, blocked on this occasion. Rocha breathing down the neck of Jerry Yap there. Here's Tidy, the number 2, Neves. Frantic start to this game. Neves just couldn't quite get on the end of that. He was a goal scorer last week against Claremont. Daniel Muzzarelli got 1. Bruno Rocha, he got 2. But Claudio Tavares, he was the star of the show with 4. And as for the Canning Ultra Tigers, Bueno, Samuel Eastman and Nagrajar got 3 of the goals. An own goal was the other. Brand spanking new ball on show as well tonight. I was taking a look at that before the game. It's a beauty. And here's Neves. Oh, great skill. Can he finish? And Canning Ultra Tigers just managed to get bodies back. Eastman was one of the bodies back there. I think Nagrajar was the other one. Oh, Nagrendran, sorry. Here's Tidy. Out with Neves. Squares it to Rocha. Tavares. Shapes to shoot, it's blocked. Be played back in by Tavares. Comes back to Muzzarelli, who's now onto the pitch for number 45. As is Thiago Mesquita, the number 18. Muzzarelli well off range with that one. As Canning Ultra Tigers make a couple of changes as well, with Nagrendran coming onto the pitch. So is this man Tokimoto. You do not get much time on the ball in a game like this. First touch has got to be outstanding. And most of these guys, if not all of them, have got just that. That's why they're in the final. Free ball there, not quite coming off, goes back to Sheldon. As Zaboyna is now on the feet onto the court for Fremantle as well. Here's Muzzarelli down the line. Liam Cummins is on as well. That was his first touch. 13, just under 14 minutes gone. Goalless. Pile driver there from Mesquita over the bar. Bueno, good footwork by him. Tries to play in Eastman. Just couldn't direct it goalwards. Well, that would have been some goal from Samuel Eastman. Had he been able to toe poke that into the top corner. Muzzarelli holding his arms out. He's want options. He's got one out on the right there with Mesquita. That will roll out. Tsukimoto. Bueno. Cut out by Mosquito. Number 18, left-footed shot. Good save. He was right behind that. Was Lachlan McAlinden. Plenty of power on it. Did well to pluck it out. Muzzarelli. Fremantle keeping possession well. Here's Cummins. Another shot, another good save by McAlinden. So he's had his palm stung on a couple of occasions now. You notice that the goalkeepers don't really wear gloves in futsal to do in regular soccer. Canning Ultra Tigers have seen Stephen Humble come onto the court. We've got a corner here, which Bueno is going to take. Here's Muzzarelli, a chance to break. He's got Zaboyna to his right. He's brought down from behind. And the referee, quite rightly, gives a free kick there against Nguyen and gives him a bit of a warning as well. Almost as the signal. That's your first warning, and probably the second one will result in a card. Pretty cynical the way he took Muzzarelli down from behind there. Mosquita is going to take this one, fires it straight into Bueno in the wall. Bueno right onto it like a shot. And Mosquita does well to get back and just snuff out the danger there. Had to be alert. Bueno was right onto it, turning defence into attack very quickly. Muzzarelli, Mosquita. Zaboyna out on the right-hand side. Tries to feed the ball through. Bueno's everywhere, cuts that one out. Humble down the left-hand side. Blocked by Zaboyna. It's a real frantic pace to this game. Sit back and enjoy it. These are the top teams in the competition, head to head, giving their all. Rocha back on the court. Here's Neves. Rocha again, shaped to get it onto his right foot, tries to step over it, opens up. Good block by Humble, he may have got hurt there. He's down on the court, but Neves carries on. Humble signals to the bench. He's hurt. Hopefully he's going to be okay. But he felt the full force of that one. As Lachlan McAlinden, not only a goalkeeper, but a stretcher carrier as well, if you like. Helping his teammate off. Here's Neves. He's got Tidy as an option. Canning Ultra Tigers conceded so many goals throughout the regular season. It was quite scary. But they've come up with a system to rectify that. And in the second half of the season, they got tighter and tighter. And then in the semi-final last week, they were super tight against Stirling as they wrapped up that 4-1 victory. They were almost conceding 4 a game. But as you can see tonight as well, they've rectified those problems and are keeping it tight. It's goalless. Maybe a chance for Neves to break. Onto Rocha. Neves again. Squares it. Chance, and that's the first goal. Rocha's got it. Neves, the creator, skipping away down the left-hand side. He cut the ball back. And there was Bruno Rocha to blast it into the bottom corner of the net. And that's a popular goal here at the WA State Futsal Centre. The roof almost went off when that hit the back of the net. So Fremantle have first blood. How can Canning Ultra Tigers respond? Against Stirling last week, they did go in front. That was huge. They had something to hold on to, and they held on to it well. How can they respond? Well, they're trying to get forward here. Magrajar just bundled off the ball. Takimoto's shot blocked. So we've got the first goal, and it's gone the way of the All Black of Fremantle. Here's Neves. Great pass out to Tavares. He just can't quite take it down on his chest. Tidy adjudged to have committed a foul there. Referee spot on with that one. Just bringing down Jerry Yap. There's Nagrajar behind this one. To Bueno, back to Nagrajar. Always rising that effort. WA State Futsal Centre absolutely packed tonight. And this is what they've come to see. Doesn't get better than this. WA Futsal at its best. Referee just wanting a word. With Rocha and Tokamoto here. Shake hands and they'll get on with it. Back with McAlinden, the goalkeeper. Here's Yap. Eastman. Under pressure there from Tavares, snapping at his heels. Did well, good Eastman, to cope with that and get the ball clear. Here's Tidy to play it back in. Neves, shots, blocked. Ken Canning, Ultra Tigers break. Rocha's shot is blocked. The pressure that Fremantle put on their opponents when they don't have the ball, it's pretty staggering. They close down so quickly. So it's not all about what you do when you've got the ball, it's what you do when you've not got it as well. Keeping your shape and closing down. 6 minutes left of this first half, and it's on a knife edge. Excellent skills by Nagrajar, Nagrajar. Fremantle just got everybody back though, and Tidy wins the ball back there, step over, lays it to Neves, lets it roll for Tavares, gets it out of his feet, can't get the shot away. Great bit of skill though. Here's Neves again to Tidy. Good defending though by Canning, getting bodies back. You can hear the coaches shouting, don't give them time on the ball. That's what I was saying. That's going to be a tactic they've obviously employed, and it works well for them. And Canning don't have time on the ball, they get flustered. And it's a real good pressure game from Fremantle, who make a couple of changes. Muzzarelli coming on, Zaboyna here, and Mosquita. Zaboyna down the right-hand side. Didn't have a great deal of options, trying to find Liam Cummins. He's on the number 9 here, just below us. In possession now, under pressure. Muzzarelli looks to go down the line, goes out. Here's Cummins now, trying to get it on his right foot, maybe to get a shot away. McAlinden. Here's Yap. Cummins using his strength, goes out. Talked about momentum in the semi-final for Canning Ultra Tigers. It certainly worked for them to get them to this point. They came with such a run, winning their last 4 games of the regular season. That really gave them the momentum to come into these finals full of confidence. It worked for them against Stirling. They were hoping to carry it on tonight, and they're doing okay. There's only one goal in it. Still plenty of time, 3 minutes. And then the second half as well. Fremantle certainly on top, bossing the game at the moment, keeping possession. They're dictating this game at the moment. You get the feeling the Canning Ultra Tigers are just trying to nullify them and hope that they will get their chance at some point. Here's Muzzarelli, looks to get it on his left foot. Shot off Eastman, out. Muzzarelli plays it back to Mosquita. Down the line to Cummins. Yap does well, just to prod a toe in there and dispossess him. Cummins again. Yap again snapping at his heels. There's Muzzarelli. Fremantle just happy to keep the ball. Cummins holding it up. Disappointed his control let him down there. Humble, thankfully, has recovered from that knock he picked up earlier in the game. Had to go off, but he's back on now. As the ball nearly comes up to our commentary area there. Here's Cummins. Eastman closes him down well. That's Mosquita. Very patient build-up play here by Fremantle. Can Canning find something from somewhere in this last 2 minutes of the first half? That was Eastman with a pile driver. Might take something like that to unlock this Fremantle defence. In all honesty, Glenn Sheldon, the Fremantle goalkeeper, has had very little to do. He's had to pull off a couple of saves, but he's had a pretty quiet first half. Here's Humble now. Drags his shot wide. The number 2, always worth a pop. Cummins holds it up well. Maybe a good idea just to hold it up down by the corner flag. See out this last minute. Kill a bit of time. Here's Muzzarelli. Gets it onto his right foot. Shot blocked. They're probing away here, Fremantle. Zaboyna's cross-come shot doesn't quite work a way through. Zaboyna gets one in the face there, one for the team. Cummins in a deeper role. Muzzarelli. Zaboyna wants it on the right, he gets it. Cummins. Possession football here by Fremantle. Mosquita down the line, but plays it out. 30 seconds left to play. Bueno is back on. He's a bit of a live wire for the Canning Ultra Tigers. Could be an opportunity here for Muzzarelli, right-footed. Eastman blocks it. Crucial part of the game now, just before half-time. There's Roshat, who's back on, fires that one just wide of the post. So we're going to be going in at half-time with Fremantle leading by a goal to 0. Well, this game is on a knife edge, so much at stake. It's been an electric first half. We're going to get history at the WA State Futsal Centre this evening, as neither of these sides have won the SFL final before. That's going to change tonight. We'll find out after the break which way it is going to go. For now, Fremantle are shading it. It was a fantastic strike by Bruno Rocha to separate the two sides. Canning still in this one, all to play for after the break. Do join us then, but for now, it's Fremantle 1, Canning Ultra Tigers 0. Welcome back to the WA State Futsal Centre. The second half about to get underway in the SFL final. This one is right on a knife edge. It was everything we were hoping for. A full-blooded game. Plenty of quality and class on show. Just the one goal to show for it so far, but that could all change in this second half as the game opens up. Canning Ultra Tigers in the red and white stripes, kicking from right to left, getting us back underway. Fremantle, as Neves goes long there, in their all-black strip. And one of these sides will win the SFL title for the first time this evening. So everyone's going to be a part of a little bit of history this evening. And we're watching it unfold right in front of us. Tidy here for Rocha. Almost playing in Tavares there. There's Rocha going for an ambitious effort from the sideline there. But Fremantle were in blistering form last week, beating Clermont Cambrio Cumbre in the semi-final, scoring 8 goals. So I think we've got to give credit to Canning Ultra Tigers for the way they've nullified Fremantle this evening. We've touched on the fact before that Canning Ultra Tigers have conceded goals this season, but they've certainly tightened things up as Rocha's deflected effort goes just wide. So I think the aim for Canning Ultra Tigers is to carry on keeping it tight and hope that maybe they can just grab something at the other end, and as the half goes on they'll have to take more chances, but for now they seem content just to try and keep things tight. Fremantle dominating possession again. Neves trying to feed the ball through to Tavares, who got 4 goals last week. It's Bruno Rocha, who got 2 last week, who's got the only goal of the night so far. Here's Bueno. You feel as though if Canning Ultra Tigers are going to do anything in this game, it could come through this man Bueno. He's a real live wire. Trying to find Yap. Tokimoto. Good skill and footwork by Yap. He's pulled back. They want a free kick. Referee says no. Yap doesn't quite believe it. The number 15, Jerry Yap. But they have got goals in them as well, the Canning Ultra Tigers. Scoring 59 throughout the winter season. It's the second half of the campaign where they really picked up as that shot came in from Bueno that was blocked. Promising signs here for Canning. Just keeping possession well. Here's Bueno again. Good shot. Sheldon got a fingertip to that one. He's not been called on often tonight, the big number 32, but he got down well with his left there, testing out his shoulder. Tips it wide. Tokimoto's shot is blocked. Rocha flicks it over for Tide. He tries the acrobatic overhead kick. Didn't quite come off. Possibly could have been contender for goal of the season had he pulled that one off the number 2. Number of changes made here. Muzzarelli on, number 45 skipping away down the right hand side, just can't take the ball with him. Does well though to come back and dispossess Tokimoto. Can he finish it? This will be some effort if he does. It's blocked, but that just sums up Fremantle's play. When Muzzarelli lost that ball, he could have given up, but he got up and he won it back. And that is what Fremantle's game is all about. Here's Eastman to Humble. He's out on the far side. And Canning Ultra Tigers just try and get something, get themselves back on level terms. 15 minutes left to play. Plenty of time. Here's Eastman again, down the line to Humble. Oh, Muzzarelli skips away, opens up for him, right-footed. Good block by McAlinden, the goalkeeper. Did well there. McAlinden just to come to the edge of his area. Narrowed the angle. And it was always going to be difficult to beat from there. Canning. Here's Humble. Feints to shoot. Does in the end. Blocked by Sheldon. Humble plays it back in. Into the side netting. All right. Negrendren claiming the corner. He wasn't going to get it. Here's Zaboyna. Mosquita. Sliding tackles go in. Down for a corner. Couple of Canning players really putting their bodies on the line there. Chance, and it's in the back of the net. It's the Zaboyna who's got it. The number 11. A well-worked corner. Canning just couldn't pick out the number 11, who's just on the edge of the area, and he's blasted it into the back of the net. And it's Fremantle who lead by 2-0. And now Canning Ultra Tigers really have it all to do, as one goal was going to be tricky to claw back, 2 even more so. But they've got just under 14 minutes to do so. Here's Cummins. The next goal was always going to be crucial, and Fremantle have got it. Canning are going to have to start committing more bodies forward, taking more risks, and that could leave gaps then for Fremantle to pick off. Number of times Fremantle have made it through to the semi-finals, only to be beaten. Tonight could be the night it all changes when they get their hands on the trophy, and there will be wild celebrations if that is the case. But it's not done yet. Goal for Canning, and it's game on again. But here's Cummins at the other end, trying to add to Fremantle's lead. Corner kick. Rocher, we know he's got a shot on him. Didn't quite get hold of that one. Almost found Neves though. Here's Tavares, battling for the ball. Wins it fairly as well. Great play by Tavares. Could have an injury here for Negrendren. Bit of a size difference between the Canning number 6 and Tavares there, but it was Fremantle's number 7 that came out on top, snapping at his heels. Hopefully Negrendren is okay. Tavares checking that he's okay. Game being played in a good spirit here at the WA State Futsal Centre tonight. Neves wide with that one. Tokimoto, Eastman. Oh, Neves sliding in on Tokimoto there. Looks a bit worse than what it was. The ball just ran away from him, and he was desperate, trying to get it back. There's Sheldon. Good pass by Mosquito to pick out Rocher. Almost picks out Tavares, but he's couldn't just take it in his stride. His touch let him down. Last week that probably would have been in the back of the net. Tidy cuts the ball out. Rocher plays in Tavares. Toe pokes it. Side netting. Good combination though between the 7 and the 17, almost leading to Fremantle's 3rd goal of the night. Let's take a look around the WA State Futsal Centre. Absolutely packed, and everyone glued and gripped to this one. Fremantle possibly pre-match favourites heading into this one, leading by 2-0. Tavares. Shot well saved by McAlinden, getting down well. Here's Tidy. Mosquita, Tidy. Into Rocha. Eastman does well to dispossess him, but they can't make the ball stick at the moment. Canning Ultra Tigers. Could open up for Tavares here. Right-footed shot. Went for the near post. Went wide. But Canning Ultra Tigers need to get hold of the ball. Can't gift away possession when they do get it. Here's Bueno. Eastman flicks it down the line, looking for Yap. Making frequent changes now, Fremantle, mixing it up. Mozzarella, Cummins, all back on. Eastman cuts it out, but again, as soon as they lose possession, they're snapping at the heels, Fremantle, and it makes it almost impossible for Canning to keep possession. Here's Cummins, shots, well blocked by McAlinden. Shakes his head. Could quite easily have been 3-0 there. Thumping shot again, saved by McAlinden. Neves again. Bueno. As we're into the last 10 minutes of this final. Timeout has been called. And Canning Ultra Tigers, well, they've got to come up with something. There's just under 10 minutes to go. And Fremantle, without doubt, the happier of the two sides. Things getting a little bit heated down among the Canning Ultra Tigers players. Possibly sense this one is slipping away from them unless they get their act together. They've done so well to make it through to the final, but they don't want to stop there. They want victory, and at the moment they're 2 goals down. Fremantle have dominated the game really. They've taken the chances, and that extra bit of quality has shown through. In particular with the way they've kept the ball and closed down when they've not got it. Just giving them the edge tonight. And we've got just over 9 minutes to get a winner here. We've seen some fantastic action throughout the finals, the semi-finals last week, and this final is not disappointing tonight. Is there going to be one last twist to the tail? Nothing can surprise you in futsal, and I'm sure the Fremantle players have just been told that as well. You've not got this one yet, otherwise it can come back to bite you. Canning will restart. They've had their pep talk, now can they deliver? They've got to start by trying to get a goal back. Here's Bueno. As Negrenda, number 6, seems to have recovered from that knock he picked up. The big number 6. McAlinden looks to go long. He's not going to pick out Bueno. Sheldon picks out Cummins, holds it up well. Number 9. That's Mosquita. Down to Cummins. Good play though by Nagrajar just to put his foot in there to number 13. Mozzarella, 45. Good skill. Drags it across towards Neves, who arrived just a little bit too late. Couldn't quite get on the end of it. But it's good awareness by Mozzarella just to look up and pick out Neves rather than go for goal himself. Sheldon again launches it long, looking for Cummins. Bueno puts it out. But again, it's very much Fremantle who are controlling this game at the moment. They've got the possession. Good skill by Mozzarella again. Cuts it back. Doesn't quite find Neves again. That combination has almost come off on a couple of occasions now. Here's Neves, great footwork, can he finish? No, he can't, and that's down to the goalkeeper, McAlinden, who raced out to block the shot. Muzzarelli all the way back to Sheldon. Oh, it's a mistake by the keeper, Takamoto doesn't take advantage. Here's Cummins now at the other end, shots just wide. Sheldon apologising to his bench and to his teammates there. That is what we're saying, you've got to stay switched on. You can't gift Canning Ultra Tigers any errors to let them back in. In fact, we've got a change in goalkeeper now, with Frank Del Rosso just coming on. I don't think that's as a result of Sheldon's error, but maybe just switching off for a second. But thankfully for Fremantle, it did not cost them. De Grendon, here's Bueno in a dangerous position. These are the kind of areas that Bueno really needs to get into if Canning Ultra Tigers to get back into this game. He's got good skills, he's got trickery. He needs to be in a position to hurt Fremantle as that shot fizzes wide. And De Grendon. It's going to be a corner. Could have gone anywhere. Bueno, just wide. Wasn't the cleanest of connections, wasn't the most powerful shot, but it only just went wide of the post. But not the best effort there by Nagarendran, and our shiny new ballers got lost, but we've got another one. Just as shiny, just as new. Here's Tavares in space, great touch, can he finish? Just wide. Great ball from the back, good touch by the number 7 as well. Just placing his shot wide. As we're almost into the last 5 minutes here. 2-0 is a pretty dangerous scoreline. I have to say that Fremantle do look in control of this game at the moment. But if Canning can get a goal out of nothing, then all of a sudden the whole dynamic of the game can change. Another long ball just doesn't quite find Zaboyna. Is Eastman how they could do with a goal like he scored last week against Stirling in that big upset in the semi-final last week. Tavares and Neves trying to play themselves out of trouble there. Doesn't quite come off, but went out. There's Tavares again. Tidy. Zaboyna fizzing the ball around. Rocha back onto the court now. The scorer of the first goal. Here's the second goal scorer, Zaboyna. The two goal scorers almost combining there. Eastman mops up the danger. Nice ball out to the right-hand side. Nagarendran challenging with Tavares. That duel again, over on the far side this time. But as we enter the last 4 minutes, Canning really going to have to start gambling, taking some chances. If they concede a third, so be it. They could concede one here. Chance, Zaboyna. Oh! Just wide, and Tidy almost prodded it home at the far post. See Tom Eastman come on to the court now. First time we've seen the number 16 tonight. It's going to be handball, surely, against Megrajar. Cummins back on for Fremantle. As Eastman tries to prod it down the line, back with Bueno. Eastman to Eastman. Long ball forward though, straight through to the goalkeeper, Del Rosso. Eastman does well to mop up at the back there. Tavares comes in with a header. Fremantle, Vicente closing in on victory here. Eastman's shot easily gathered by Del Rosso, who launches it long. And Chu is back in goal for his first appearance of the evening, replacing McAlinden. Unless Canning Ultra Tigers can find something from somewhere in the remaining 1 minute and 45 seconds of this game, it's going to be Fremantle who will be lifting the SFL title. And you have to say that it will be thoroughly deserved if that is the case. Had a fantastic season. Could be an Eastman shot. Blocked. That was a pile driver. And they've impressed as well in the semi-finals last week and tonight. A really professional performance by them. And they've got a 2-goal lead with just over a minute to play. Neves, great play, brought down by Tom Eastman. And the referee, well, he's brandished the first yellow card of the night. And probably rightly so. That's a bit cynical. Here's Neves now, looking for the third. Squares it to Mesquita, gets it on his left foot. Shot blocked by Samuel Eastman. There's Muzzarelli, just holding it down in the corner. It's all about seeing it out now. Eastman trying to get it back. Muzzarelli doing a great job. Cummins doing the same. You can't blame Fremantle for this approach. They've done all the hard work, and Cummins has done an amazing job there. Bueno trying to break away now down the flank. Canning get one on the break. It's Eastman. Shot blocked by Del Rosso. Maybe if something could have come from that, it would have given Canning just a faint bit of hope. There's Bueno and Mesquita. There's a bit of shirt pulling going on there. Into the last 15 seconds here. Referee just having a word. No need for any silliness now. Maybe a bit of frustration boiling over there from the Canning number 7 as the game slips away from them. Good play by Eastman, skips away. Corner, Eastman again wide. 12 seconds left to go. Ball launched long. And Fremantle closing in on victory here. What a season it's been for them, the winter season. Finishing second behind Stirling. They've made their way through to the final, and it's there. They've won it, and you can see by the elation on the Fremantle players what it means to them. The coaches, the players, the fans are on the pitch. Fremantle have been waiting for this one. All the heartbreak of missing out on those semi-finals is all forgotten now. They are the champions. Credit to the Canning Ultra Tigers. A superb season for them, coming late to finish 4th, making it through to the final, beating Stirling, pulling off an upset last week to get this far. But on the night, Fremantle just a little bit better and thoroughly deserve to win this final this evening. Thanks for joining us. The final score from the WA State Futsal Centre is Fremantle, who were crowned SFL champions. It finished Fremantle 2, Canning Ultra Tigers 0.